Hello, hello. Okay, my mic is on. I sent an email. Maybe it's in my spam. Okay. You know what? I sent an email to get potential uni applicants sent to me. Well, none of them have been sent to me. So yeah, that's that. Seen this. Seen this. Seen this. Post me. Actually, hold on. I kind of want to know. I just remembered I got like 10 pieces of maths homework due in, so I'm gonna go have a piss after that. No, I'm gonna sync up my chemistry, dude. Yeah, I don't get a thing. Yeah, so it's good. This is cot. Yes, it's one over cos. A to the power of what? N out E? Okay, yeah, I shouldn't do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the kitchen, sync my chem of my phone, because I did do chemistry flashcards. It's just synced on my phone. Then I'm gonna get. Actually, I can explain this possible. Going to go in the kitchen. Right. I'm gonna open Anki on my phone. He messaged me. Oh, oh, okay. Okay, that's what do I need to know that one. Okay, okay. I just synced it on my phone. Now this the entire deal was that I dropped the boys off on Sunday. That was the entire deal. I dropped them off at hers, and then I goes to work. Then no, she changes it out of nowhere. Can you pick them up? No, you know I have work. Okay, wait, I can't even mute the microphone. So you're just gonna hit me piss. Okay, that was very disgusting. To be fair. Not the pee. Obviously, that's normal. But having that recorded felt very wrong. Felt like an invasion of privacy. Well, we're going to. Where's that going to be today? Oh, yes. Let me grab my very quickly. Yes, we're going to shampoo my hair today. Because I never shampoo my hair. Just because it strips. Well, I do shampoo it. I just don't shampoo it as much as other people. Because it strips the natural oils out the hair. And my hair gets naturally super dry. Like my hair literally. One night, boom, it's the driest thing on earth. So I'm just gonna shampoo it to just see what happens. Yeah? Oh no, I don't even think it's needed. I just think it's you. Okay, we're going to do the chemistry. I'm actually gonna sit on my dog, the pillow, because he's dead. So we have another pillow as memory, and it's quite a nice pillow. So yeah, it's the unit. Oh, I was meant to do this ages ago. It's triangle lat H. Okay. Because I'm technically putting that as new. Um, we're gonna set that as a new card. Lattice enthalpy is a measure of energy to form a lattice from gaseous ions. Okay. Wow, that really doesn't fucking help, does it? We're gonna put that as a theme of well. I kind of knew that. We're gonna put that as hard. Every change of the hydration has a unit of triangle H. H. Okay, I don't know now. Every change of hydration is the energy for 1 mole gas ions to be hydrated. Give that again. Lattice enthalpy is always what is the formation? Every change of solution has the unit. Yeah, I guessed that one, but that was kind of like, it's not because I knew it. Every change of solution has the unit triangle sol H. I swear I just did that as hard. And yeah, that's only given out by gas is the energy required of more of the condition level. Every change of solution is the change for 1 mole. Make sounds. Oh, well, I didn't know that. So I'm put that. Refluxing requires sulfuric acid and acidified potassium dichromate. So yeah, every change of hydration has the unit triangle hyd H. Every change of hydration is a 1 mole aqueous ions from 1 mole of gaseous ions. It's just 1 mole each standard under as the unit. It was Ali from guessing lattice enthalpy. Actually, no. What does the Ali stand for in triangle Ali H? I meant for standard lattice enthalpy. Well, it doesn't stand for lattice enthalpy. Could you just say it stands for? So it's change in lattice enthalpy enthalpy. Like what? Infinite value solution. Green. Yellow. No. Chlorine is green. Fluorine's yellow. Hydrogen can be added to CC to form again. Copper catalyst at 150 degrees and high pressure. Oh, nickel. So I literally made a whole. You don't know the content. I can't teach. You actually need to learn the content. Let's just say, okay. There's this guy that's sitting next to me now in chemistry. I like him. But the thing is, you just don't know the content. Well, that's a problem. But You always ask me questions, right? You always ask me questions. You just ask me for the answer. I'm like, that's not gonna do anything. Asking me for the answer isn't gonna help you in your exam, right? That's not gonna help you in the exam, right? And then he always asks me that. And then when he's like, oh, is this because of this, because of that? It will, no offense to him, the relations he just made absolutely no sense whatsoever. Like what he just said made zero sense. Like at all. It made absolutely no sense whatsoever. And so it just shows he doesn't actually know any of the content. And then it's just not, it's not that it's not helping me. I don't really care. I'm kind of bossing my A levels. It's just that it's not helping himself. And it's like you don't go to an English tutor to learn math if you don't know English. And like if you do, you don't even know the most basic concepts. If you don't know the most basic concepts of this subject, how do you expect help? And then I really am worried because then he was talking about applying dentistry and he got really high on the biology test. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. So I was like, yeah, you can do it. And then we talked about a bit of biology. You didn't really know much. So you didn't know, or you didn't know more than me. Let's just say that. But you got way higher than me. I was like, okay, so it's a different skill set. But then he said he got like a B or something on the end of the year. I was like, oh, how do you go from A star to a B? And then, no, he got predicted a C by his teacher. Apparently, he didn't do well on the end of topics. Well, the thing is, though, if you can't do well on the end of topics, then you just, you can't really complain there, can you? Because it's like, oh, medical school, flunked the entire thing. You don't get to do the end test then. And then, well, near medical school, it's in dentistry. And then, okay, this only kind of frustrates me because, I come from a not so privileged background. I don't really care about all that. Like, I don't blame you. Oh, you have more this, you have more that. I have less this than you, etc. Blah blah blah. I don't really care about that. But that as an excuses for my performance. But this guy, right? He has the newest MacBook. I'm pretty sure the newest MacBook. It's a very nice MacBook. I like MacBooks. He has. I don't even know the iPad. I don't really care for the iPad. I want one. If it was free and handed down to me, I'd use it from time to time. But I'm not going to spend money on something I'll use time to time. There's a new iPad. Has a flipping iPad pen thing, right? I'm just saying, why are you buying all this stuff? There's just no. I didn't say that because people spend money what they want. But it's like you. I just I didn't dislike, but I know like people like, oh, you see a thing on TikTok, you need an iPad, and they think they're an aesthetic queen or whatever the fucking word is. Like, oh, I have an iPad now. I can draw the crab cycle. I can now draw the crab cycle. I'm now going to become a genius. I'm going to become a study genius. Like, no, you don't need that shit. That's it's just the sake of buying for the sake of buying. You think you look cooler when you have an iPad at the library. You're like, oh, I'm cool. Like, no. And then in the this I was like, you didn't really care at that point. And this like I say tipped me off. I really don't care, but it just made me like slight in a disfavoring. But watching a biology thing, We have to practice making notes or something. I don't have to do that because obviously I understand all the terminology. I understand everything that's being said, but I just practice making notes. I practice the decision making thing I did for the UCAT, right? I kid you not, this guy has his iPad out. I'm doing it on a whiteboard and pen because I don't take notes on my MacBook. I don't take notes ever. So I'm not going to keep the notes. I'm just going to rub it off. This guy's on his iPad. He's literally scrolling through the apps or downloading games. And then I told him, I literally said, bro, what the heck? Why are you playing games? You should be listening. He literally says to me, like, he literally says, I don't need to know this stuff. I did a face palm in my hand. I was like, bro, keep in mind, right? This guy did not know the absolute most basic chemistry. Like the questions Kira asks at the start are the absolute most basic chemistry questions for this topic. Literally so basic, so unbelievably basic that if you don't know these, keep in mind, right, this crosses with biology. So if you don't know this in chemistry, you don't even know this in biology. So you don't know it either way, bro. Like, you literally have to, he didn't know the answers. If you didn't know this, you don't know anything. You literally don't know anything. And he couldn't answer. And what tops it even off is that we literally spoke through the answers at the start. He got them all wrong, or all the ones he answered. And then I corrected him on how to answer them, went through it, and then when Kira asked the question, he still didn't know. I was like, what? And then when Kira said the actual answer, he said, is that not what I said? I was like, no, because the answer was one thing and you said three things. So if I'm gonna give like one more lesson, and I'm just gonna tell him to either move back, move, no, yeah, I'm just gonna tell him to move back, and then if he doesn't, then and I'll just move. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna tell him first off, like, bro, you actually need to start doing your stuff, because then he says it's like all this and all that. I've never seen him once do work at college. He's always walking around doing nothing. Then comes late to class. Which also I understand you have home stuff and that. But when you're in college, whenever I see him in college, he's not doing anything. So that's his own choice there. Like, I was just speaking to my friend about how all other people, how, when they tell me they see him in the library, he's never doing work. He's always doing something else. And then the friend I spoke to about it told me that day, that he just saw him watching a movie in the library. He's like, bro, I need to relax. I've never seen you not relax. Anyway, sorry, that was a complete unneeded detour and just took away from my revision time. But yeah, lattice MVP is a measure of on strength. Every hydration has a unit. Triangle height H. So a solution. That's the unit. Triangle sol H. Duration from one mole of aqueous ions. Ester plus alkali hydrolysis. Ester plus alkali will become carboxylic salt and an alcohol. Standard lattice enthalpy has the unit is H2S. See as molecules of warming and they have increased vibrational energy. It's something we know we are going to make and not use. Byproduct. The specific region, the fingerprint region. Amply chain triangle Soul H. Yeah, I was gonna say that. I wait. What did I just give that? Ah, good. Yeah, I'll get that. Good. Optical isomers are non and superposed molecules have the same. Yeah, I don't know why it's a tetrahedral because all four bonds are tetrahedral. Mm, yeah. Right. Right. This is elimination and addition, actually. Because, yeah, it comes a five carbon intermediary. Oh, yeah, actually, pressure is in K. Okay, yeah, that was pretty easy. But now I do actually have to go through the homework, which I don't want to do, by the way. I really don't want to do. Petrodosis, Petrio. Hypo, because everyone wants to see a hippo. I don't fucking know. Is Yeah, I don't really know why that's true. That's just like a law in it. Okay. Um, Won't I relax and watch another episode of Suits? Let me look at my teams, right? If I'm actually kind of ahead on maths, I'm gonna watch another episode of Suits. I don't care. Assignments. Brother. Yeah, I'm actually gonna watch another episode of Suits.